Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kayla, and here on YouTube I am a tarot reader and a medium. So what I love to do and what I have really been called to do is to bring channeled messages here to YouTube via tarot and oracle readings, and sometimes just straight like channeled messages. It's pretty wild because sometimes I literally like it just if you know you know, but like you just can't even help it. It just comes out. At any rate, so today I wanted to bring you guys. There goes a garbage truck. That was loud. Love messages. And I had originally written out a schedule of videos I was going to make this month, and I was supposed to do something else, but I felt in my heart that this is just a time where people need some sort of messages about love. So if you clicked on this with the intention of like wanting to know about the next person you're going to be with, or your current relationship, or just the concept of love in general, it doesn't matter. If you landed here, you landed for a reason. So I'm really looking forward to doing this. It's a pick a card style reading. And basically what happens is I just show you the piles you get to choose from, and then you just intuitively sit and be present and really ask for what messages you need with regards to love. Oh, trash man's going back. Nice. Hence all the, you know, the color and things, and red trying to go along with the theme. And if I'm being completely honest, I don't really feel called to like go with the whole tide of like, oh well, February and Valentine's Day. Like, no, I feel like now is the time that things need to be channeled through, and whoever needs it when they see it. So maybe you'll watch it on Valentine's Day, who knows. Anyway, so I explained the pick a card thing. If you guys wanted to potentially get this video early, all you have to do is sign up for my Patreon. I have the link in the description and in my about page. Basically, when you just sign up for like the lowest tier, you get instant early access to all the videos, and you also get weekly energy updates. So I will break it down day by day every week for what type of energy you're getting ready to experience and work through. So it's been a really potent tool for my current patrons who are in there, and I would love to bring more people into that space to just build that little bubble and create a really positive energetic shift in the collective. So I'm really looking forward to having more people in there. I would love, love, love to see you and connect with you. So feel free to check that out. But yeah, other than that, I think we can just go ahead and get started and get you your messages. So I will show you the piles, and then you can go ahead and just take a moment, tune in, and you can scroll down to the timestamp below. All right, guys, so here's your piles to choose from. Over all the way to the left, we have pile number 1. This is number 20 with the diamond. Pile number 2, number 44 with the pink sapphire. And pile number 3 is the Dalmatian stone or Dalmatian jasper, and it's number 19. So just take a moment and take a few deep, intentional breaths and just ask for what messages with regards to love that you need to hear and receive today. And whether it's the colors or the stone or the numbers, just take a moment, allow yourself to tune in. Pick your pile and go ahead and click on your timestamp. Welcome in pile number 1 to your love messages reading. I'm really excited to do this for you guys. Also decided to throw the incense in because you can barely see the candle because of all the bright sunlight. So we're doing a little bit of something different with the ambiance today. But it's also really nice to just have the incense burning by me. But a huge, huge thank you to you guys for tuning in and listening. I'm really excited to share this with you. I'm excited to share these messages. They feel very strong. And the fact that you picked pile number 1, and we have the number 20, we have the diamond, and we have the green. To me, this does feel like a very necessary message. It feels like a complete and total like beginning for you guys. It's like you're starting to see and understand and value yourselves, and to like really see your worth, to feel it too, to genuinely feel it and know it in your heart. Because when we have the green just really standing out for the heart chakra, to me that just says so much about like just stepping into pure knowingness of your worthiness, of your open heart space and what that means for you, what that entails for you. It's really beautiful. And diamonds, you know, not to be like cliche, but like they're made under pressure, right? So you have this like funky little stone, and it's just pressed and pressed and pressed until it comes out into this absolutely incredible, rock solid, unbreakable structure. So it says a lot about you and who you are and what you've gone through. And I think a big message coming through for you is going to be a lot about self-love. I'm feeling that there's some relationship messages that want to come through as well, but it's self-love for sure with you guys. And 20, like you could literally be in your 20s, or you just turned 20, or the 20th is an important date for you, or just the number 2. The number 2 is all about balance. It's about decisions. It's about union. So the number 2 in general is just really profound, I think, for this particular reading coming through. So I am going to actually read the relationship message for this stone, because like I said, like I feel that there's a few different things that'll come through in this pile. So for those of you who are like in a relationship or seeking relationship, this is something to pay attention to. Your ability to act lovingly is strong today, amplified by Diamond Spirit. You are filled with love and capable of deep compassion, even as you speak the truth about how others' behavior affects you. Use your power to set firm boundaries, to say no and mean it, to listen with an open heart and open mind before making a decision, and to express compassion without giving up your integrity. All this wells up from the wisdom you have earned from your previous challenges. You do know better now. At the same time, be sure you do not come on so strong that others feel intimidated. Forcefulness is not necessary. Pay attention to whether someone seems afraid to contradict you, for you might unwittingly be discouraging them from owning their power. Be loving, be strong, be compassionate, and exercise right use of power with everyone you connect with today. I feel like this is a pretty strong message, there it goes, for Leos. If you're a Leo, sun, moon, or rising, I think that message is actually coming through pretty strong for you. And I thought I was going to be using this deck, but it's a different deck that wants to come out. So we're actually going to swap that really quick. And we're back. The Rider-Waite wanted to come out, actually. So let's see what love messages are coming through for pile number 1. And I feel a lot of strength for you guys. I feel a lot of growth and expansion and healing in your heart chakra space. Yeah, a lot. Like, to be clear, like some of you guys are actually probably dealing with some pretty deep abandonment wounds. A lot of them could be stemming from a father figure, or like a father figure, a male figure in your life, or someone who had a lot of very strong masculine energy. That was just, it was well-intentioned, but it wasn't well-placed, and it really left you feeling abandoned and alone. Some of you could have had like a situation like myself where, you know, the parents were divorced, and like I lived with my mom and I only got to visit my dad. So it's not necessarily that my dad literally abandoned me or left me, but the feeling that loss and that lack feeling still exists, and it still comes out. It's like, you know, you weren't there, you left me. So for some of you, you might really be dealing with this on a very deep level right now, and you're actually working through it so that you have the ability to receive and invite in the love that you want and deserve in your life. That's a pretty deep one, and I know how deep that wound goes. So this is beautiful, though. This is really beautiful because you're really channeling in your creative, compassionate energy. Your intuitive self, your divine feminine just wants to nurture the living shit out of you, and I just, that is what it is. That's what I said. What I meant what I said. You guys are really being called to just step into your divine feminine and to do the healing work right now. Like, that's a big thing for you. Yeah, because there's a lot within you that actually has wanted this attention and does need the deep shadow work. But they're actually asking you something very interesting in order to let me just make sure that you guys can see all of this. You can. Okay, great. Something that's really interesting is that you've done enough. Like, you've done enough shadow work. Everything you're doing is helping you heal, but you're actually at the point where you need to start taking more action and stop being so internalized and so emotional. I feel that you guys have probably like really held on to the victim mentality for a lot of your life, and you know, it's okay. Like, it served you, it served its purpose, but you're done with that now. Spirit's really asking you to just step up and like step into that queen energy. So whether you're male or female doesn't really matter, but it's saying like, look, be a boss ass bitch. And I will say that to a dude, like, be a boss ass bitch, own up to your shit, and just start to open up. Okay, whatever healing it is that you will need to process and do the rest of your life, like, it's going to be there, it's not going anywhere. But you guys have been so internal and so emotional for so long that they're just saying you're done with that right now. It is time for you to really like step up, step out, and start taking action. Okay, like, really taking action. I mean, like, Aries, sun, moon, or rising, like, is coming through. Like, you guys just need to start doing things for yourselves and living and being the example, and just kind of get out of your head, get out of the whole shadow work thing, like, honestly. Yeah, because here's the thing is you're genuinely, the universe cannot give to you all of the things that you want and desire and that you are literally so worthy of, because you're so stuck in this cycle of like, well, I need to keep going deeper, and I need to deal with my emotional wounds, and I need to deal with all this stuff. Like, you guys have been dealing with it, and you're actually really coming out on top right now, and you're in a space where you have the ability to be fresh and to be open, and the universe, like, God wants you to just honor that. Just honor that. Like, honor the space that you're in. Take advantage of it. Like, see yourself for the beautiful gem and jewel that you have become, and let the universe give everything to you. I love that these are all showing up and they're such strong cards, because like, even though they're reversed, it's just saying like right now, you know what I mean? But the energy is present for them to be flipped and for you to be in this space of receiving and just getting everything you want, literally getting everything you want and need. You can't make this shit up. I'm dead. The Nine of Cups is like this ultimate happiness, good luck. I am so abundant card. This is the energy. Just meditate with the Nine of Cups. Honestly, if you're a reader or if you're someone who's even interested in the archetype of tarot, meditate with or on the like, just the message of the Nine of Cups or the image of the Nine of Cups, whatever it might be. This is the energy you want to embody and bring in for yourself for like whatever time, whenever you watch this, whatever time period you want to say. It's just, this is your energy. Nine of Cups, call it in, claim it for yourself. If you're like, hell yeah, I picked pile number 1, I'm claiming that shit, just like type that in the comments below, because I'm here for it. I'm very much so here for it for you guys. So I really love that. I really, really love that. And this is for any of you, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, like, doesn't matter if you have love, if you're looking for love. This is like a deep thing within yourself. So this is like really genuinely a lot of a self-love message. We do have a few oracle cards, so there might be something there if you are someone who is like looking to bring in a relationship or call in a partner. There's something to look for there. But you guys are really focusing on yourselves right now. It's a lot of self-love. It's a lot of like personal healing. And it's really beautiful. It's really, really awesome. Yeah, these new opportunities literally just want to hand themselves over to you, and they can't come to you yet because you're still, yeah, you're just like sifting through everything, and you're feeling through everything, and just wondering and overthinking and being so busy in your feelings. It's not a time to be in your feelings anymore. It's time to take action. It's time to live. It's time to be. It's time to thrive. So go out there and freaking get it. Like, you guys can definitely This stuff you can come back to. It's not going anywhere. I think that it's just genuinely you're in a space right now where it's like spirit's just like you've done enough healing for right now. Like there's always going to be something, you know, and at some point you have to start living your life. You have to take action. You have to be, you have to live. And when you start doing that, everything literally just gets fucking handed to you. So with all that being said, we're gonna have to go into this beautiful little stack of oracle cards. So I did pull this Zodiac card with the intention of if there's someone special coming into your life or someone you need to connect with, like what their signs would be. This could also be you though. So if you're like, holy shit, and that resonates right off the bat, then just take that. Sagittarius, ooh, number 9 too. You guys are really ending, you're really coming to the end of a cycle. But a Sagittarius could be very important to you, or like I said, it could be you, like Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But really keep a lookout. Pay attention to Sag when it comes to like you and like either your love life or just connecting with the concept of love. You might have like a Sag family member in your life that's really important. It could be, you know, this father figure, or like I said, it could be you, could be a friend that you're leaning on. But Sagittarius is definitely a sign for you to be connected with right now and learning from and receiving from, or potentially looking out for, if that's what you're wanting. And then we also have Bramble. This deck is super interesting because there's 2 different books to read from, and I felt that you guys needed the Dusk Guidebook, which is all about guidance on how to best take care of your body and mind. And you got number 44, which I think is really interesting because we're seeing a lot of like foundational building, right? Like the decision making, the love and unity, coming to the close of a cycle. 44 is incredibly balanced and structured, and it also equals 8, so that's just like infinite possibilities. A lot of strength there. But let's go ahead and see what Bramble has to say for you guys. Ooh, yeah, this one hits, so we'll just go ahead and bring this up here so you guys can get a look while I read. A difficult time has made you feel exposed and raw. There's no shame in feeling vulnerable, but the world moves on at its own pace, and there may be further challenges down the road that you want to feel prepared for. Draw on the Bramble's natural protective and healing properties to help you rebuild your defenses. Oh, I love that. Grow some thorns and put yourself in a place where you feel at your strongest to weather the next battle. Genuinely really call upon the energy of Bramble, guys. I mean it. Like plants are so supportive and healing. They want to be present for you. So really like ask for those protective and healing properties. Ask for some defense, like ask for some thorns, and just like being granted some strength to really start to push through this situation and prepare for whatever might be next for you. You know, because if you are like just working on this love relationship with yourself, like that will bring its own challenges. I just feel that the whole like healing from past traumas and stuff just needs to take a break for a little bit, and you really need to focus on your present. We have heart opening. How wonderful is that? I love that for you guys, and I just have the chills, like just really seeing and feeling and witnessing your heart opening, your connection with the universe and source just deepening, and you truly coming into a space of forgiveness, like self-forgiveness, and like for even forgiveness of other, to really truly allow your heart to be open, to be an open channel and an open vessel for love. Because that's what you are, that's what you deserve. Like there is just no question about it. This year for you is just going to be extremely heart opening. So I definitely got a whole lot of feels pulling that out. So that's really, really beautiful. And we also have Plantain Rewild, and I love that for you guys too. I think it's genuinely time for you to just, oh, come on. There we go. To really get back out there. Why you no want to focus? Okay, there we go. Just like truly just get back out there, you know, just explore, rewild yourself. Like it's time to be a new you, guys. Like, it's time for you to just actually explore the possibilities of who you are, what you came here to do, and what it feels like for you to just love unconditionally and very abundantly. Um, so leaning on plantain spirit, lots of plant energy. I love that. And we also have this beautiful sacred cow for your animal spirit guide. And I love the imagery. I forget the name of this deck too. It's let's see, it might be on the back here. Oh, animal spirits knowledge cards. That was really convenient. But the cow stands for fertility, purity, and divinity. The cow is among the most ancient of sacred animals. In Egypt, a cow sculpture with a golden sun between its horns was paraded about in a nocturnal passion play depicting the death of the god Osiris, an annual event performed on the Egyptian All Souls' Day. The cow figure itself represented Isis, the wife of Osiris, who was in search of the body of her dead husband. Isis, the foremost Egyptian goddess, was associated with abundance and fertility. So it really is just all about your your actual divinity is really standing out to me. Just like your sacredness, your ability to create and to give and to put into the world is just is really being called on this year. And just whenever you watch this, like, just giving a lot to yourself. And when you give to yourself, you're just going to have that ability to like put out more into the world. And we have variance, the number 39. This is a really beautiful card. So maybe even just like meditating with this image. But I want to read the book on this one as well, because I know that there's a couple of really strong messages in here. This is the Secret Language of Light Oracle. So this one's definitely I feel like when I pull the cards from here, there's some kind of code that really just gets like downloaded, you know, like you really receive a lot from it. So this variance is all about the differing perceptions of ego and soul. So just, you know, strap in for a second, because I feel like this one might be a big one for you. Today, you may not feel like yourself. You and your soul are looking at the same thing, but are seeing it differently. Your emotions and reactions are a combination of your thoughts and your soul's thoughts, and when they don't align, you feel wobbly. Variance is a way of explaining the wobble. When you have the same perspective as your soul, things feel right. They may seem satisfactory and easy. No limiting beliefs or patterns are triggered, but there is a feeling that all is well. Your soul will never join you in judgment, blame, or hurt, because it is not the truth of you. It is not the perspective of love. How you feel reveals how aligned you are with your soul. If you're experiencing something that doesn't feel quite right, take a breath and come back to your center. Oh, yeah. Y'all are truly like diving deep. I'm actually going to give this to you. I'm going to throw this out there. Here's some journal work you can do with this energy. Identify and name the parts of your mind that try to take over, i.e., worry wart, overprotective mother, anger, hurt, etc. Then tell them to be quiet. Once you name them, you will be able to recognize them, and you're more in control of them when they rise up. So really, this is the difference between like the soul and the ego, the thinking mind and the feeling like self. Like our feelings and our sensory system is so important, and they have a lot to say, but at the end of the day, like your soul, your knowingness, your consciousness is what has power and understanding over all of that. So I hope that this message reaches you guys well. This is chock full of love, in my opinion, and just this is like such a self-love pile, and I'm super, super grateful that you guys tuned into this and are taking in these messages, because I think so many people need to hear something like this. So if this one was for you, comment below, let me know how it resonated. Make sure you stay subscribed to the channel for more messages that come through. And if you guys want to book individual readings, you can do so through my website. It's just KaylaGarretson.com, easy peasy. But I'm sending you so much love, and I will catch you in the next video. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your guys' love messages reading. I think it's very fitting that you chose Pink Sapphire. Also, the number 44 came up in pile number 1, so if you were feeling drawn to that, I definitely recommend that you tune into that one as well and just check in with that. But 44 is very strong and foundational. I feel like for some of you guys, you really are either calling in like a very strong, long-lasting relationship that could like lead to marriage, or you are calling in that foundational aspect of marriage. I'm seeing like the Four of Wands card actually, and it's this like engaged, celebratory wedding card, and like it's just very powerful. So if that's something that you guys are calling in, for sure, like just really taking note of where you're at, like emotionally and energetically, because I think that the pink is really, really asking for you to specifically be calling in love and compassion and softness and understanding, which is all incredible. But there's definitely like there's some deeper stuff here. So I would like to read the relationship message for this stone for you. And this pink sapphire could also be, ooh, look at that. Essential meaning: forgiveness, choosing to heal, acceptance and letting go, and soothing the heart. So some of you could have like recently gone through a breakup, and you're now in this space of knowing like, I learned what I wanted. I now understand what I don't want and what I do want. And there's a huge difference there, like huge difference. So this whole like forgiveness message could be really big for you. It says, embrace your power for healing now. And that means turning inward instead of concerning yourself with others at this time. Let go of any urge to go over all that went wrong or to relive the past. You deserve to feel joy, confidence, and faith. To do so, you must let go of the old stories and release the pain that is no longer serving you. Sometimes it lingers, so if you feel it coming up, let yourself experience it on its way out of you. Have a good cry, vent, get all that energy out, and then feel yourself filling up with love and acceptance that you deserve, coming to you courtesy of the love bearer, the conscious universe. Pink Sapphire is here to remind you that you are all you need to be, you are whole and beautiful, and the conscious universe knows how very strong you are. That's super potent too. I'm feeling, and this was similar to pile one, I'm feeling that there's like a couple of different messages, but like this has so much to do again with self-love, and I think that a lot of us are really being called to focus on that this year. You know, for some of you who are already like in a relationship, or maybe you're just in a space where you're wanting to strengthen that, it's asking you to really turn inward to yourself and like look at yourself more and really be like so much more self-compassionate and giving to self. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the tarot cards and just get some deeper messages, and then we'll go further into the oracle. But you guys are definitely calling in some sort of release. Whew. You can't make that up. Okay. Yeah, so with the Death card, what are you like transforming out of, letting go of? And they really are asking you to focus on this like forgiveness and transformation section right now. You could be Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but like really like letting go of whether it was a relationship, or like maybe expectations of a person, or even yourself too. Like I just feel that there was some sort of death, and it could have been like an ego death. It could have been the release and the end of some sort of friendship. They want them all upright. Okay. Yeah, so what were you taking on that was just too much, that's not yours? Again, like this is really, forgiveness asks us to like put everything down. Forgiveness is releasing and letting go of what's just not ours, what's not serving us. It is literally like the image of the Ten of Wands, like in the traditional tarot deck, is this bundle, like this bundle of wands that someone's carrying up a hill. And forgiveness really asks us to put that down and to understand that in order to really release, let go of the old, mourn the old, and like welcome in something new, we have to like allow that process to happen. And it might be really hard. You might feel like that bundle of wands is really stuck to you, that you've just been overgiving and overdoing for so long that you don't know how to put it down. But it's saying that like forgiveness is going to be key for you right now. Yeah, and with the Seven of Cups, it's like you're, and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this is really big for you guys. Ozzy boy. Find something else to do, buddy. Hey. Something else, okay? You know, you guys, I think, have really just been focused on way too many external things. And lots and lots and lots of different like avenues and feelings, and maybe you've kind of been like drowning. That's what I thought was gonna happen. No thank you, bud. No thanks. No thank you. You know, kind of like really not paying attention to what it is that you have to let go of and move through. But there's a fresh start happening for you guys. Like there's a brand new fresh start. There's a new path that's been illuminated, and you're on it, and you're seeing it, and you're understanding it. So that's really good. I think that it's just been like a pretty tumultuous time, and you've had to start to learn how to go through this like forgiveness process and this whole letting go process. Of old ideas of yourself, of expectations of others, all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's felt like a freaking... It's just felt like a battle. It's felt like a war, and like you're just kind of done and over it. I am getting like a lot of Sagittarius energy, so you could be Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even the person that like you released or whatever could have been, but there's a lot of frustration here that I'm seeing. So I think that that's another big reason why you're being asked to like forgive and let go, is because you need to come back into a state of peace with yourself, like true peace and clarity from within you is what I'm hearing. And knowing that like the right person, the right opportunity is literally just going to come right into your life. I'm pretty sure, let me double check. This deck's interesting. It's like the imagery is pretty different, but oh yeah, no, that's Pentacles. Yeah, I messed up on that one. Come back. Where is it? It is. It's the Queen. Yeah. So nurturer of formation. Pour your heart out and see what shape it takes. Your capacity for devotion to your chosen project is exceptionally high, allowing you to make huge gains in your productivity, provided you are truly following your heart's guidance. Clear out all should directives and ask yourself instead what you want and need to bring into existence right now. What would the world, your community, and you benefit from most that you can bring to life? And that's a really strong message for you personally. This is such a time of like feminine energy, of nurturing and bringing ourselves back to center, and I'm seeing that for everybody, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, doesn't matter. No thank you, buddy. No thank you. Come. So definitely being asked to tap into this, to tap into that nurturing aspect for self is really, really powerful. So we're going to go ahead and get some oracle cards out for you guys to see. There was a few zodiac signs that I specifically channeled to see, you know, who's going to be coming into your life, or who you need to be paying attention to or focusing on or asking for help from. But we have Cancer and we have Uranus. So Cancer, you could be Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The person you're calling in, same thing, that could be one of their signs, or it could be someone that you just need to connect with to process and work on your healing right now, someone that you need to listen and receive from. We have another 4 and we have the number 20. This also came up in pile 1, so again, I feel like if you felt anything for pile 1, I would definitely go back and listen to that. But with Cancer and Uranus, let me see. I feel like there's something really specific about Uranus that... Oop, that's in another language. Yeah, needs for freedom and individuality, as well as a push toward a larger vision and humanitarian service. Big thoughts, big insights, and big changes are represented by Uranus. So I think Cancer, like Cancer and Uranus showing up is just saying like you needing to see the bigger picture and really like understanding that change, like big change and positive change is happening. And also knowing that Cancer is this very emotional, intuitive sign, right? So like how can that be part of your healing and changing and growth process? And then we have Datura, 52, 6, 7. Yeah, so some like divine help and guidance. I'm also going to read for you guys from the Dusk Guidebook. So this is all about, you know, when you're looking for guidance on how to best take care of your body and mind. So it looks like there is just a lot of like internal stuff coming up lately, which is great. I'm glad that people are just really focusing on themselves and allowing that to just be their reality. But the Datura message, I really love the art on these cards too. So we're gonna focus. Maybe, there we go. A legend from the Zuni people of New Mexico tells how two siblings came from the underworld, both of them crowned with datura flowers. They imparted their knowledge of how to dream and sleep well before returning home, leaving the flowers in their wake. Drawing this card is an encouragement to pay attention to your sleeping schedule and take the time to return it to a regular pattern. Focus on your dreams. What are they telling you? Where do they lead? Let them guide you on your next steps forward. So, I mean, that's pretty... Dreams are potent, guys. We do a lot of healing in the dream world, and there's so much information there if you just set the intention of recalling and working with that energy. You'll do a lot. And also, like, getting more adequate sleep, I feel like, is a big part of your process right now because you're doing so much, like, releasing and healing and forgiveness. Like, that energetically requires a lot from you. So the best way to actually get your brain to detox and everything is during your sleep. So make sure that you have a really healthy sleep schedule. If you need to be supplementing with some naps here and there, I would not put it past you. That'd be really good for you. And we have group work. This might be something that's super beneficial for you guys right now. I think that you're really being called to just spend some time with other people. Maybe you go to like a meditation class, maybe you do some kind of like online group thing, or just meet up somewhere in person, but genuinely doing group work, sharing and healing with other people. And even if that just means reaching out to like friends or family and just expressing and sharing and having them heal with you as well. It could be really powerful. Then we have Burdock, tap your resources. Really, guys, like you're being called to tap into, like, ask for help and you'll receive it. Look to the resources you know you have and really like dive into them, you know. It just doesn't want to focus, that's fine. But yeah, and like just the whole feeling of like hearth and home, like you're really being called to tap your resources. Tap into yourself, do some deep healing work, some, you know, if you're really into like witchcraft and magic, learning about different herbs and doing some like candle ritual, I think would be extremely beneficial for you. And actually, this is very interesting. We have insect for one of your spirit guides or spirit animals. And I love that because I know it's a lot about fertility, but we're going to go ahead and read the rest of the description. Oh, feminine power, spirituality, and renewal. What am I telling you guys with the feminine energy is strong right now? Insects are the most plentiful of beasts, consisting of more than 800,000 species. Their ability to metamorphose and fly has led to frequent symbolic associations with the spirit world and spiritual renewal. The praying mantis has long been associated with feminine power, as the female is larger and stronger than the male. That's really cool. Yeah, I think that you guys are just, you're being so called to tap into that feminine energy right now. And I'm even seeing, like, with the oranges too, like a lot of sacral chakra energy. So creative, sexual, empowered energy. This is your focus right now. So definitely doing some sacral chakra work. And last but not least, we have Soul Song. Oh, I love this card. This is really beautiful. The whole description of the card pretty much talks about like spending time allowing yourself to just tap into like your personal vibration, your personal song. So the next time you're in the shower, really just kind of letting yourself start to hum and like call in your soul song. Take some time to meditate and ask for it, and you'll notice. That's really convenient. Thank you. Good stuff, good stuff. That awkward look on his face. So this is really asking you to learn about like what your soul song is, you know, what your essence is from a vibrational level, and allowing yourself to, whether it's like words or gibberish or just sound, allowing that to come out and find it and really tap into it and its healing power. So pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that these messages reached you well. It seems to be that the love messages really are like stemming from inside and starting from self lately. And I kind of love that, if I'm being honest. I don't necessarily feel like the YouTuber who's like, let's talk about your next dating life and relationship and everything. Maybe one of these days that'll come up, but right now it feels like a lot of like internal, deep personal self-love messages. So I hope that this resonated for you. If it did, share it in the comments. I would love to hear about it, and I'd love to know how this journey is going for you. But until next time, just be well, practice forgiveness. It's the Ho'oponopono, I believe, meditation you can do that's all about forgiveness and just really tapping into your sacred heart space, and doing some personal healing. So checking out for now, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, welcome pile number 3 for your love messages reading. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I feel a lot of actually interesting energy coming from this pile. First and foremost, I'm just putting this out there because I just saw this right now and it's very strong. Some of you could be expecting, like you could be pregnant or trying to get pregnant, or like, you know, bring a new member into your family, and that's gonna be a real big shift in your understanding of love, your capacity and ability to give and receive love. It's extremely powerful. Like, you're going to go through a huge transformative process, with regards to whether it is like getting pregnant or just like, you know, having your baby come into the world, or even if it's like adoption, or even if it's a pet, just like bringing a new family member into your home, into your family, is going to cause this cosmic shift of understanding and just love and balance and growth. It's just going to be huge and beautiful for you guys. The number 19 could be important with regards to like anything that I just said. So whether it's like the day you find out you're pregnant is the 19th, that's the day you finalize like adoption papers, or that's the day you whatever, the 19th could be really, really potent for you this year. So whenever you click on this video, you know, or just the fact that 1 and 9 is master number 10, it's the ending of some cycle. So you're really actually like genuinely stepping into a brand new cycle of your life, and it's really exciting. I think part of you is like already feeling and anticipating this shift happening. You could be an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. You or your partner, or like someone that you're connected closely with, could have heavy earth in their chart, but just feeling the energy of Dalmatian jasper or Dalmatian stone is so like emotionally balancing. I'm actually wearing I'm wearing some, but it's a very, very powerful stone. It's something to do with like it has regenerative qualities as well, but it's really powerful. So we're gonna go ahead and get some tarot cards in here to just dive a little deeper. Ooh, yeah, so it's decision time. You guys you're really deciding. You're really deciding, and there's a few different messages coming through here, but number 1, I think for some of you, you are genuinely like deciding, like, am I ready to be a parent? Am I ready to have kids and bring that into the world, bring that into my life? You know, this could be like a really big decision for you and like your partner right now, or just you yourself, but you already know the answer, and it's just a matter of time. For some of you. For others, you could be in the position, which like could be difficult. You could be in the position of, you know, finding out you're pregnant and really making the decision of, what do I want to do? Am I going to, you know, follow through and like, you know, have the baby and like raise it? Am I going to give it up for adoption? You know, do I need to like choose to not complete the pregnancy? So there's a lot of different things there, and that could feel like a heavy decision weighing on your mind. But just know that if you come from a place of just being as emotionally balanced as possible, you'll always make the right decision. You know, it's not about making decisions based off your emotions. It's about getting very clear within yourself and understanding that. And you're clear and you're moving forward with whatever it is. So whether it's like when you watch this video or whatever, you have clarity, you have movement, or clarity is coming to you very soon with regards to making this decision. And yeah, for some of you, it really is. It's like, it's a whole new ball game. You know, Ace of Wands is, especially in this context, can be extremely phallic. So it is very much so like, hey, new beginning, new birth, like just a lot of like sexual, vibrant energy. So that's very, very, very exciting. And you're like, yeah, no, it's happening. We're moving forward. So that's a message for some of you. I'm feeling that there is a completely separate message for others. So we're going to go, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see what's coming out for you here. Okay, so for others of you really dealing with moving on from something, some sort of really big heartbreak. And this is hard. This is definitely hard. And yeah. So just so you know, whether you left them or they left you, like, this was very intentional and purposeful. So moving past the relationship part, it could take time, and it might be hard, and you could be feeling and experiencing a lot of loss and pain. But there is something new waiting for you that is just so abundantly, like, it's so clear, it's so ready to give to you. It's like everything that you want and deserve. It's just a matter of letting yourself really move through this process of like actually moving past the old relationship, the person who you were. You now have to become a new person in order to really invite in this type of energy, like this really abundant, like, I love Page of Cups because it is like this very young, fruitful, excited energy, and it wants to be present for you and give to you, but you have to really do your work, like do your part in taking time for yourself and moving through whatever it is you have to move through. Really feel like calling your power back, really calling your power back, and knowing and understanding that that's like some of the personal work that you have to be doing. So collectively between the two of you, because this message starts to converge. It's really interesting how the cards are set up. Just understanding that any feelings of loss that you experience or go through is, to take your time in that space. Don't try to rush it. Know that you're supported. Reach out and ask for help and support, but just don't. Evelyn, if someone's name is Evelyn or Evie, if that's a sign for you guys, just know, I'm not even, if they're like presently in your life, or if that's a name you were thinking of, or if it's a past loved one, like, that's there for somebody. But yeah, just know that you're meant to like work through both of these spaces and really take your time. Don't rush it. Like, don't rush any of this at all. Don't even try to. Like, for those of you who receive this message over here, like, stuff is going to be happening quickly. But just be mindful of not like feeling like you have to rush through and make something happen, because it's all going to happen in time. And same thing over here, like, spending time with yourself and your process, and knowing that the more you take care of that and call your power back and step into your personal empowerment, just the easier it is for the universe to give you the person or the circumstance that you're like really wanting to call in. Yeah, so that's it for the tarot. We're gonna go ahead and like dive into your oracle, which I'm really excited about because there's a couple of different messages here. All right, so for this side over here, oh, it's this one. Okay. You guys got the moon. I really love that for you because a few things. Number one, it is a lot of feminine energy. It's this nurturing, emotional energy. So really tapping into where we're at with the lunar cycle right now whenever you watch this. If you're watching this when it comes out, we're approaching a new moon in Aquarius. And that just has so much to do with like the bigger picture, the humanitarian efforts and growth and expansion of your ideas in your mind. So maybe being really open-minded to this situation. You could also, like, Luna could be a really important name for you if you're like searching and hunting for names. But there's so much like sweet feminine energy here, a lot of moon energy. So for some of you, this is just something to learn more about, to dive into a little bit more deeply, to connect with and understand better and work with, like ritual and practice and like magic. And I think that by like tuning into that lunar energy, it's really going to be helpful for you with regards to this process of your life that you're in. So if that resonates with you guys, seriously, I would highly recommend just checking out my Patreon or just reaching out and asking about it. I'd love to talk with you about it, but I have a specific space cultivated just for moon ritual stuff. So I would just love to have more people present in there and be able to give to you guys and help you like cultivate and create a ritual practice for yourselves. So that's calling out really strongly to y'all. And for those of you who felt called to and resonated with this section, you have Libra. So you could be Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. That could have been the person that you were dealing with. And it's also just calling in a lot of balance for you. So the energy of Libra is the scales, is the balance and decision making. So knowing that the more you call in and cultivate the energy of Libra in your life, the better you're going to come out of this whole situation. I feel like it's going to be really helpful. I don't understand why you no focus. Can you do it for me now? No, maybe not. Okay, there we go. So at any rate, this is very strong for you guys for sure. Just the Libra energy. Libra season could be important to you too. Actually, like what I'm feeling is a lot of, and the number 7. Number 7 is important. That's like a lot of angel energy and guidance. But Libra season could be very important for you guys with regards to like if you're calling like in your divine partner, like Libra season, something about Libra season. Now for both of you, for everyone who tuned into this pile, we have, again with the number 7, we have Cherry. I love that. Your guides and your angels are really talking to you guys right now. Something about the spring too is really standing out. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the Dawn guidebook on this actually. So this is all about if you're starting a new project, building new relationships, or focusing on revitalizing yourself. So I think that's really good for this pile. The other 2 piles got the dusk book, but this is really, really exciting for you guys. Cherries are one of the earliest trees to bloom and one of the first to produce fully ripened fruit. With laden branches throughout the year, it's truly the symbol of productivity and abundance. Now is the time to engage in your own season of productivity. Even if others are at rest, the circumstances have all come together to provide the perfect setting for addressing tasks you've been putting off lately. So think about it. What have you been putting off? Is there like some specific things that you have to do in order to start calling in everything we talked about? Like, just get ready to get productive, guys. Get ready to really spring forth and just embrace this very like loving, nurturing new energy that's coming through really strong for you guys. I feel like you've both been through a lot and you're coming into a season and a space right now where love is really showing up for you in a lot of ways that maybe you didn't expect. is a really strong message that I just got. So that's really exciting. We also have curiosity. I really love that for you guys. There's some deep diving. There's some open-mindedness here. I think some of you are air signs, like Aquarius, Libra. This is really cool. Just really like outward and like outward thinking, like just thinking a lot and really getting curious on all these different topics and deciding how you feel about certain things, you know, deciding what direction your growth is going in. Exploring that curiosity, what it means for you, what it brings into your life. Like, there's a whole lot of messages coming in for this pile, and I felt that right off the bat, but it's like really showcasing itself right now. And create space, raspberry. I really love this. I love this a lot because this is actually genuinely asking for you to create the space that's needed to bring new life in. Whether that's like in this situation with like having kids, you know, like getting your home ready, creating that space, cultivating that space, or if it's really creating space for newness for yourself and calling in that new person, that new relationship, you know, this really very powerful. Really powerful. Again, with the springtime, I think between like spring and like early fall, that's going to be a very potent time for all of y'all. Oh, cool. And then we have the swan. So much feminine energy lately. I'm personally like, I'm super here for it. But I really love how healing this is. Yeah, so transformation, loss of innocence and beauty. This painting of a swan maiden represents a common motif found in the mythologies and folktales of many cultures across the globe, from Native American to Slavic. Although the story varies from place to place, the basic plot is the same. A young man finds the feathered robe or skin of a swan maiden, a goddess-like creature, which she has temporarily shed to assume a human form. Although the youth attempts to hide the feathers from the maiden, which would allow him to possess her, the swan finds its feathers, assumes its animal form, and leaves the youth. The lost swan thus symbolizes the departure of youthful innocence and the passage to maturity. In some versions of the story, the swan dies. In Greek mythology, the swan's song is the beautiful song sung by the swan just before death. So you guys are really genuinely in a massive transformative space in your life right now. You're calling in change, you're calling in nurturing and growth in ways that are just so abundant. Like, you're just coming into a completely different understanding of love is really what it is. Like, the love message for you is like, get ready, because your shit is changing in a great way. Whether it's like the whole family situation or it's the relationship situation, you guys are calling in what you deserve and what you're worthy of and what you want to create, truly. And it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And allowing yourself to have a very expansive mindset about it is going to be potent. And last but not least, sensitivity. I have an odd feeling that this could be like slightly triggering for some of you, and in a positive way. So just let that come up, and notice what and how you're feeling. But the rose and the concept of compassion, the idea of being sensitive and understanding sensitivity, like what comes up for you? What are you feeling and experiencing? And just notice that. You know, take a moment to sit with that, and we're gonna go ahead and read on this one because I feel like this is gonna be pretty strong for you guys. Heightened intuition and compassion. Yep, okay, here we go. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational mind often overrides our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart. Will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know.
You came here to create reality, not to accept it. You attract what you are, not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life? Wow, what a freaking way to close this one off. Here's some journal work for you guys. And I also would like to read the meditation just because I think it's going to be really, really potent for y'all. But the journal work, write down 3 beliefs that help you create your dreams and 3 beliefs that hinder your dreams. Focus on the ones that make your heart sing. So play with that a little bit. I definitely am a huge fan, and I have my clients do that too, of journal work. So definitely try that one out if you're feeling called to it. And I'll actually just read this out loud. So if you guys want to take a minute and just settle in, I'll go ahead and read the meditation for you so you can receive this now. It says place your hand on the card, but I'll do it for you. So place your hand on the card and allow this beautiful representation of your flower of life to interpret the vibes all around you. So what I would do in this moment is just take a moment, close your eyes, and put your left hand over your heart. Imagine your breath carries your inner glow within and around your body. Notice how this feels. Is it cold, warm, or tingly? With palms facing your body, scan your body with your hands, starting at your head and working your way down. Allow thoughts to float by in your mind and be open to sensing vibrations. Notice any change in energy, pushing, pulling, twitching, tingling, ripples or sensations. Are they trying to tell you something? Spend at least a minute scanning your body. And when you feel ready, imagine your inner glow surrounding you with the golden light of truth that will always support and love you. Breathe your newfound knowledge into your life and open your eyes and feel how good it is to be you. When you become comfortable with this meditation, try turning your hands around to sense the energy around you. And so it is. I really love that for you guys. You're really being asked to receive a lot right now and to tap into that frequency of sensitivity and energetic understanding. So I hope that this reaches y'all well. You know, this was a lot in one pile, and I really appreciate all of you who sat through and deciphered and understood like what was for you. But if you have any questions about the Patreon, I'd love to answer them. I'd love to have you in there. And, you know, for those of you who are just going through a lot right now, I'm sending you a lot of peace and love. Working with Dalmatian Jasper, really potent, really powerful, and just very balancing, very grounding in a way that is also, like I said, regenerative and helps you understand and see things for what it is. So just sending you guys all the love and light. Super grateful that you clicked on this video, and I will catch you in the next one.